Hello everybody, welcome back to Doing Bart Things. In today's decidedly lower in production, we're going to talk about some computer parts that definitely are not lower in production. And this is going to kill me. So I just, oh man, I don't know what to say about this. Here we are. So basically, the 5080 and 5090s, well, the 5090s have come out, like we got some reviews. So they should kind of start to get ready to go on sale. The 5080 won't be too far behind. Um, but the deal is, it's good and it's not good. So the 5090, and there are, uh, you can see here like the prices. So the first thing I guess we'll get into the prices are ridiculous. This is Canadian, but still, I mean, that should give you an idea what street prices hitting the U.S. are going to be like. They're not going to be good, guys. There's not going to be a lot of supply. Um, it's a scalper's dream. They're going to come in and buy these cards and then try to resell them for, just way over the few that actually get sent and sold. There was an online retailer I heard that got like 10 4090s or 5090s. That was it. Like 10. Here's your month supply of these video cards, basically. So I just wouldn't worry about it for a while, which sucks, because there are people out there who have been waiting and saving to buy their high-end graphics card, and now we're going to be faced with this. I implore you, everybody, to stay strong. Do not give in to the scalpers, okay? There'll be some of you that will, I get it, but just don't if you can, right? These things are going to be not going anywhere. I mean, it's just going to be dumb, all right? It's just going to be dumb. Just be ready for that. If I go to Newegg, you can see they've got the cards listed. So you can kind of go out here and get an idea of what they look like, what the shroud design is, that sort of thing. If I can be so bold, these cards are going to be very large. Make sure your case can fit them, blah, 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 usual thing. Nvidia did say that they had fixed the plug. So the issue of the plug melting has been resolved, according to Nvidia. Well, I think that remains to see with some testing. Gamers Nexus did have a review out there, and other reviewers do have reviews out there of the Founders Edition for 5090. So I keep wanting to call it 4090, of the 5090. In benchmarks and various things, they're seeing an actual uplift from a 4090 in that 20 to 50% range. Some things really love it. Some things don't love it as much. Raster, it's going to be 25% faster roughly across the board if you take a bunch of things and average it probably. So is it a faster video card than a 4090? Yes. Is it that generational huge leap? No. Not unless you turn on fancy frames or fake frames, quote unquote, and then you get like a bigger, jump. But just as it is, it's not. It's not, and this is kind of what, as time has gone on, things have been alluded to. Nvidia, I mean, I don't know what to say, man. No video cards in supply. They touted all of this, frame generation as performance when it's not really. It's a pretty big mess in my opinion. I think I hate that. I hate that so much. The 5090 is going to get a little bit of a pass because it's the, top tier product, but I think specifically when the 5070 comes out, I bet reviewers are going to rake those over the coals because of those claims made by Nvidia that was as fast as a 4090. It is not. It is absolutely not. They have to do all the things to make it do that. It's not. All right? It's not. It sucks. Like I said, I think supply is going to be super low. I don't even know what to tell somebody if they're looking for one of these new cards. And what really sucks is, I mean, honestly, let's say you want a 4080 level of performance card right now. I mean, they're horrible. Like, there's no supply left. They're way overpriced. now's not the time to buy a video card. That's what I'm saying. If you want a high end card, just now you can't. Like, I mean, this is what sucks, right? Is there no supply on the new stuff? The old stuff has been taken out of supply. What are you supposed to do if you want to buy an Nvidia video card? That's a thing that's super frustrating to me, and why I've been procrastinating making a video, because I hope that things would turn around a little bit, and they haven't. They haven't at all, not even a little bit. It's super frustrating. So that's that's what I got to report. Is we're just in a holding pattern, waiting for supply, which probably won't be for I don't know when. You know, one hopes February, but I suspect it'll be longer than that. February will be when all the scalpers get their cards, right? Is kind of what I'm thinking. God, that sucks. Okay, what about AMD? There was the 9070 XT, and now it looks like it's not going to launch until March. So we have to wait a month on these things too. And I've heard that some of them have actually gotten shipped to the store. So Nvidia is overpricing and undershipping their cards, their new ones. And there are no old cards available, so we're stuck there, right? That are at a reasonable price. Obviously, if you go used, but I'm just saying brand new, right? AMD's stuff is the same way. Like, we can get our hands on 7900 XTXs, but you don't want to do that when these cards are on the corner, and there's only a few available before it goes to open box. There's literally like 4 different variants that you can get your hands on, which soon I think that'll start to go down as well. And they're not going to have any availability of the new RDNA 4 until March. And I just there's this game that AMD's trying to play. I think their 4D chess or whatever, where they're we're gonna do this. We got Nvidia to announce our prices. They're gonna get reviewed. They're gonna have bad reviews, and then we'll swoop in there with our card. Man, it's frustrating. It is so frustrating. I know that vendors got to be, especially retailers, man, they got to be like pounding their heads in. I've heard that they have actual stock on hand. They actually have the cards, and they're being told to hold off putting them on sale. I like that is not a good look. AMD, you're going to take some heat over that. You need to get your stuff together, right? Because this card should be out on the shelves in the next week, and it's not going to be because of whatever game you're playing, and I just don't like it. So this is not a great launch either. It's only going to end up being acceptable because Nvidia is out of its mind, I think, with pricing. You know, they advertise this low price. You're not going to be able to see that, especially from partners on the street. Like, it's just not going to happen. These are 5080s. So the 5090s are going to be, you know, ridiculous. They're going to be $2,500. The upper end of the estimate, not because the MSRP is that, but because that's just what the street price will be, because there's no supply. There's no cards. All 10 of them are going to be sold in 30 minutes or 30 seconds from a lot of these retailers, and they'll go out of stock. So it really, I don't know. It's just not, if you're looking for a new video card, like I was kind of hoping to get my hands on a 9070 XT maybe. But like, here we are, and I don't know. I'm almost thinking, you know, screw all this early release noise, and we should all just talk with our wallets and not buy any video cards for 5 or 6 months. You know, like they don't care, you know, they don't care. Gamers apparently aren't a big deal to them, so is what is. But yeah, so this sucks. This just really sucks. To recap of all the suckiness, before I conclude my video here, Nvidia's cards, street price, are going to be way overpriced. The reason why is the most depressing thing, because there's just not any cards out there. So even if somebody wants to buy one, good luck getting past the scalpers to get your card. And you know, they're going to sell out immediately. They're not really that big of a difference between your outgoing 4080 and 4090 cards. 20 to 30% really raster normal kind of stuff. They're going to be a little bit faster, maybe at ray tracing or path tracing. If you turn fancy frames on, woo, they're real fast, but you know how that works. Like, that's no good. The 9070 has been delayed, which I hate that they did almost the bait and switch thing to us. Like, oh, they're going to be out here, and then now they're saying March, which really sucks. I've heard that there's actually cards in the store that they're not being allowed to put out for sale, which is just a giant facepalm. These things would sell like crazy right now because there's no cards out there. When you go look, there's very few 7900 XTXs for sale. The 7900 XT is, yeah, like they're starting to get a little bit more rare. So not really a super plentiful options from AMD either, because they were all gearing down to release their new cards, which, you know, are either going to be not in too few a supply or just not launched, delayed. You know, screw you guys. Like, I mean, well, cool. I'm going to enjoy reading reviews of these, you know, for the next month or so and laugh at, you know, like crazy prices and nobody being able to buy any. Good gracious. Well, all right. That's it. So I had to make a video. I kept seeing this stuff developed. I'm like, well, it's not going to be a very good video. But that's it for now. I'll make another video, not in any big hurry, because, again, nobody's going to actually get the card anytime soon, because they're going to be overpriced and there's not going to be any available. Like, all 3 people that get one will be able to say how much they love it. And then some of the reviewers will get these 5090s, but that's about it. But I'll probably do a look around some of the reviews, and then I'll probably post a video in the next couple days or something about thoughts on the 5090. And then I don't know when the 5080 will be available. And then, you know, I guess we'll see when the 9070 XTs and 970s are available. 5070, 5070 Ti, I don't know. Next month. What a, you know, just silly situation. Anyway, guys, that's it. If you're not totally just turned off by this rant, leave me a like and subscribe. And maybe we'll have something more positive in the next one. Take it easy.